Title: My girlfriend said, "Stop checking my location, it's controlling." So I did. Then the credit card company called about suspicious charges at a resort 2 states away. I replied, "Guess I should have checked." Start: I wasn't supposed to know. That's what she said right before she left. Stop checking my location, it's controlling. Her voice had that mix of irritation and guilt, the kind that doesn't come from love, but from someone who's already chosen their next lie. So I stopped. I stopped watching her little blue dot move across the map every evening. I stopped noticing how late meetings always ended with her battery dying. I even stopped asking questions. But I didn't stop thinking. A week later, the credit card company called. "Suspicious charges," the man said. "A resort 2 states away." I almost laughed. I could hear the waves in the background of my own memory, the sound she'd always said she wanted to fall asleep to someday. I replied, calm as ever, "Guess I should have checked." That night, I sent her mother the screenshot. Just the charges, no context. Her response came 3 minutes later. "Stay home. She'll figure it out." That line burned through my brain. It wasn't advice. It was a prophecy. I loved her more than I should have. We met 3 years ago at a mutual friend's housewarming. She had that restless energy, like she was half here, half somewhere else. I thought it was ambition. Turns out, it was discontent. We built a life, a home, routines that looked like stability. Mornings were coffee and teasing. Nights were her head on my chest, my hand tracing promises on her skin. I didn't know she was already rehearsing her goodbye. But love blinds you. It makes you ignore how often she smiles at her phone, or how quick she changes the subject when you ask who Ryan is. I told myself it was trust. It was denial. The first crack came when I checked the shared calendar. She'd marked a work trip. Same dates, same days she'd later forget her charger. The second came from the credit card alert, the one she didn't know I still had connected to my email. And the third? That came from a photo. Not one she sent me, one the resort's Instagram posted, tagging a couple's package, champagne by the pool, 2 sets of legs stretched on the same lounge chair. Her anklet gave her away. I'd bought it last summer. It had her initials shining in the sun beside someone else's drink. I stared at that photo until my coffee went cold. Then, I started planning. Revenge, when done right, isn't anger, it's architecture. I started with silence, no confrontation, no questions, just distance. Emotional, physical, digital. I wanted her to think she'd gotten away with it. Then I shifted money. Quietly. We had a joint account. I moved my share into a separate one. Paid the bills early. Canceled automatic renewals. Even her gym membership. She'd notice that one later. Next came information. Her texts backed up to the cloud? Still synced. Her emails? Still logged in on my tablet. I downloaded everything. Every lie she thought evaporated with a deleted message, I archived it like evidence. Then I booked a consultation with a lawyer, not a therapist. The lawyer smiled when I showed her the files. "She's in your name, the lease, the car, everything?" "Everything," I said. "Good. Don't confront her yet. Let her come back." She returned 3 days later, tanned and glowing, like guilt couldn't touch her. "Missed you," she said, hugging me too tight. I smiled. Me too. And for a moment, I almost believed it. Over the next week, I let her bask in her false victory. I cooked dinner, asked about work, pretended not to notice the faint tan lines on her ring finger. Meanwhile, I was shifting timelines, ending the lease early, selling the furniture she never paid for, transferring the car title. Every move invisible. Every signature already notarized. Then came her birthday. I wrapped her gift carefully, a printed envelope, sealed in gold. Inside, screenshots. Every text, every email, the resort bill, the photo. When she opened it, her smile froze. "Why would you?" I interrupted. "Because I stopped checking your location. You told me to. So I checked your loyalty instead." She tried to deny it. They always do. But there's a particular silence when someone knows the game is over. You can feel it in the air, the weight of exposure pressing down on every excuse they try to form. She cried. I didn't. I told her the truth. The apartment's no longer ours. The car's gone. Your name's not on anything now. The next bill that comes, let it remind you who paid for your freedom. Then I handed her mother's message back to her, the same one I'd memorized. Stay home. She'll figure it out. She stayed with her mother after that. I know because she posted a quote 2 days later. Sometimes you lose everything and find yourself. Cute. She still doesn't realize that finding herself will be expensive. Her mother called me once more, not to apologize, but to thank me. She needed to learn, she said softly, and you taught her. I didn't respond. Some lessons don't need gratitude. It's been 6 months. The silence is clean now. No more wondering, no more checking. I deleted her from my phone, my accounts, my plans. But I kept the envelope, not out of nostalgia, out of respect for the version of me who refused to be played twice. Sometimes at night I think about that resort. The waves, the laughter, the illusion of happiness built on deceit. Then I remember I built something stronger. Not revenge for its own sake, but a reckoning. She thought I was controlling. She didn't realize I was calculating. And when the credit card company calls again, if they ever do, I'll just smile and say, no suspicious charges this time. I stopped investing in liabilities. Because I did stop checking her location, I just started checking my own. Some people run away to find peace. I stayed home and built mine from the ruins she left behind.